Thanks.
No problem.
I got it. I was running ready.
All right, man.
Oh, man.
All right, man.
Going through it, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the struggle is real.
It is.
You know you're going through it when you call your best friend and you tell him, I got something to tell you. He like, oh no, not herpes. Herpes is too much for you. I'm like, no, I ain't got herpes. I was calling to tell you I got the job. I need some new friends. But things is looking on the up and up. I just lost 120 pounds.
Good for you, man.
120. Gotta understand, I look in the mirror and I shed a tear. I ain't seen my dick in 30 years. I used to have to use my belly button to aim at the toilet to know where I was peeing. And I didn't lose the weight. I didn't lose the weight because of health, no. See, back when I had the good insurance, I was able to have a Kung Fu master as my doctor. And I don't mean to play on race at all, but to call him Kung Fu. I just say Kung Fu because every time we talk, he did his bed like this. So, what you call it? So, back when I had the terrible insurance, I got a terrible insurance now. And I walk in my doctor's office, I say, how the hell 125th Street in Lexington fit up in this little space? So my agent, the Kung Fu master doctor, he tells me in his little Asian voice, he said, you come in with blood pressure this high? I'ma slap the shit out of you. Then he dropped the accent and everything. He said, I'ma slap. So I lost the weight. Now losing the weight, fun fact, I got more women when I was 150 pounds heavier than being borderline slim. I got more women fat, but a lot of the gay dudes is approaching me in 2024. I like 2024 gay dudes because they're not as abrasive or aggressive. You meet a 2024 gay dude at the bar, you just like, bro, you want a Heineken? And I'm cool with that. Now the 2008 gays, they was different. They was different. Got me fired from Foot Locker. One day I'm working at Foot Locker and it's 8 of them. 8 of them. And I'm saying on a scale from 1 to gay, it was ringing gay parade. But there was no gay parade that day. So they came in, they walked by all my coworkers. And they come up to me, they say, we want him to help us. I'm like, hey guys, welcome to Foot Locker. How may I help you guys? They say, can you bend down all the way to the bottom? And let me see those shoes right there. Ooh. We out of stock. I didn't even check the back. I'm like, we out of stock, we don't have it. The manager fired me on the spot. They couldn't cost me my job. But I ain't trying to press it, like, create a gay. I see it's getting uncomfortable. My man leaving. I don't know if he gay or not, but he leaving. So let's dial it back. We're gonna dial it back.
No. Go with what you're gonna do.
All right, freak it. I've always wondered if the cookies on how to catch a predator were good. I always wondered. And I always wondered, where were the parents? Like, I know me, every relationship I had with of age and consenting adult, I answered my door butt naked. What if the predators come to the door butt naked based upon the text messages they sent? So I got an idea, right? instead of catching them on the spot, why don't we pre-catch them? Why don't we put How to Catch a Predator cookies in the supermarket, and when you go check out, Prince Hansen just pop up with a mic saying, "What you doing, my boy? What you doing, my boy? What you got planned tonight?" And this way we keep the crime rate down. Keep the crime rate down. Anybody here watch wrestling?
The WWF?
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I was a kid, I was a huge wrestling fan. You know who my favorite wrestler was? Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair, right? Ric Flair was amazing to me. I remember being a 6-year-old kid, going to Madison Square Garden with my grandmother, and it was the worst experience ever, going to see Ric Flair. He caught one of the worst beatdowns I've ever seen in my life. He was bleeding. I boo-hoo cried, right? And then we go outside to meet the wrestlers, go to the exit, go to the celebrity exit at the Garden. Ric Flair comes out laughing and joking with the guy that just beat him up. I cried again. I was like, no, this can't be real. Ruined my life. I said, fuck wrestling. Until I heard about the owner naming his dildos after the wrestlers. I was like, what type of shit is this? Speaking of dildos, I was hanging out with my grandmother, right? Now, my grandmother's 80 years old. I'm like, Grandma, when the last time you had sex? She go, long time, long time. I need you to hook me up with somebody. I'm like, Grandpa, you 80. Where would you go, to the cemetery as a date? And then we just talk, and I'm like, Grandma, at 80 years old, have you had all the sex that you needed from this world? Like, if you was to die today, would you be satisfied? She said, no. No. I said, Grandma, have you had wax sex before? She goes, yeah, my first husband. I don't know how I got pregnant. That sex was whack. And this is all while we watching 50 Shades of Grey. That's my time. I'm Anthony.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, Anthony.